Goku will awaken the perfect Oozaru with the help of Whis. Without a doubt it will be the most overwhelming transformation you have ever seen in your life. After all, it is Goku's most natural transformation. He was born with it. He just needs to look at the moon full that the magic happens. But for him to be able to transform he needs a tail, but unfortunately his tail was cut off a long time ago by Puar. Without the tail it is impossible for him to reach the fearsome Oozaru, so Whis will help in that part. In chapter 94 we will see more about Goku and Vegeta's training, which is currently being focused on controlling their emotions, and as much as Goku does not like this type of training, it is extremely essential that he trains his mind. In what Vegeta said in chapter 93 it makes a lot of sense. He said that their bodies have already reached their maximum strength, and that to overcome their limits they need to train their minds. Because their current power level doesn't even come close to Black Frieza's, so they urgently need to find a solution to this problem. After all, Black Frieza wants to kill Zeno and reign over all universes, and he promised in the power tournament that his dream will come true. We all know Frieza and we know he wasn't bluffing. Even when he was resurrected by Whis he made it very clear that he would never stop being who he was. He accepted to fight alongside Goku and Vegeta in the tournament for mere strategy. Because he wanted the super spheres of the dragon so that he could carry out his desire to resurrect, and finally he won the resurrection as a gift from Beerus. And I say without fear of being wrong that Beerus's biggest mistake was asking Whis to resurrect Frieza. Because now that he is extremely powerful his first target will be the Hakaishin of Universe 7, because for many years Frieza was oppressed by Beerus, being forced to do his will not to be destroyed. He even destroyed the planet Vegeta at the behest of Beerus himself, so imagine a being as egocentric as Frieza having to follow orders. It really must have been torture for him, and no doubt he wants revenge at all costs. And Universe 7 will suffer at his hands if Goku and Vegeta don't get stronger, so now they need to appeal to something new. They need to have a second option to not be totally dependent on superior instinct and ego instinct. In this case, I dare say that they will want a new transformation. And this transformation needs to be strong enough to defeat Black Frieza, so they need run away from the traditional, because Super Saiyan Blue is no longer useful for them these days, so they need something that overcomes superior instinct and ego instinct. And the only way that can happen is with a new form. I can imagine another way for them to achieve a new transformation if not for the Oozaru. Because only the Oozaru can exponentially increase their fighting power currently, and if they are able to master the Oozaru perfectly they will be able to achieve a new transformation, similar to how it was in Dragon Ball GT. But calm down. I'm not saying that the transformation will be the Super Saiyan 4, because otherwise it wouldn't be new. I'm talking about a totally unique transformation that I've never seen before in all of history, you understand? A transformation that explored the maximum of the Saiyan potential in a natural way, without the need for extravagant changes in the look, as was the case with Super Saiyans 3, 4, God and Blue. Do you understand? A more natural transformation like Ikari would be ideal. We have to remember that currently the only one capable of using this form is Broly, and Broly is more powerful than Black Frieza. Believe it or not, it's a fact. Because Goku has already reached think that Broly is more powerful than Beerus, and we have to remember that to defeat Broly it was necessary to defeat Broly. That is, he is the most powerful Saiyan in history, so if Goku and Vegeta overcome Broly they will be able to defeat Frieza. Without doubtless, this is the real reason for Broly to be present on the planet of Whis, because Goku and Vegeta will use him as a criterion to overcome themselves more and more, at the same time that they help Broly to better master his strength. Do you understand? Now the main question is, how will Goku get to the Great Oozaru when he doesn't even have a tail at the moment? Well, very simple. Whis will be extremely important for this, because Whis has magical powers. With that staff he is able to do everything you can imagine. He was able to go back in time, accelerate Bulma's pregnancy and even resurrect Frieza from the dead. What I'm getting at is that for him to grow Goku's tail back is very easy. He's capable of doing that. Now we just need a moon, right? Well guys, on Beerus' planet this is not a problem, as there are hundreds of moons on your planet, so anytime Goku looks at the sky on Beerus' planet he will activate the Oozaru. Extremely simple, don't you think? But we still have a problem to solve. Goku is not able to maintain control transformed into a giant ape. He completely loses his ability to reason and starts to destroy everything he sees ahead. That is, it will be a challenge however to make him control the transformation. Because as I said, only by controlling the Oozaru will he be able to reach his new form. That's why he needs to train his mind from now on. Because if he trains his mind it will be much easier for him to be able to control the Oozaru, being able to finally reach into the perfect Oozaru, utilizing Ultra Instinct in the giant ape transformation and then achieving his new transformation. Now why does Frieza want to reign over the Zeniths? Does anyone out there know how to answer this question? Well guys, I believe that only old fans will know the answer. Frieza has always been the emperor of the universe, or at least he believed to be, and he really was for a long time, because he was the most terrifying being. Everyone in the universe knew him. Because he wandered through Universe 7 dominating planets and forcing the warrior races to serve him, including the Scions, but the Scions were different. Frieza realized that as they fought their strength increased. You know the story. Frieza destroyed planet Vegeta with fear of the Scions rebelling against him, but Goku defeated him and he lost the post of Emperor of the Universe. He hasn't commanded anything since then. That's why Frieza's dream is to be the Emperor of the Universe again. So much so that he says this in the last episode of Dragon Ball Super, and now that he discovered that he is capable of increasing his powers exponentially with little training, he will train until he becomes more powerful than Zeno. That is if Goku does not stop him, because only by staying stronger than Zeno and reigning over him he can be called Emperor again, you see? That's why Goku needs to follow this evolution of power and not be left behind, and the only way he can reach Frieza at the moment is with this new transformation. In this new transformation we'll be able to face Black Frieza, and who knows even defeat him, but for so much power they may have some side effects, especially if the transformation consumes a lot of Goku's energy, so it is necessary for him to prepare for it. So he doesn't have any kind of problem like he had when he mixed Kaiken with Super Saiyan Blue, you know. What if the Black Frieza saga is the last one in the anime? What if it ends with Goku and Vegeta finally defeating Frieza once and for all, and after saving the universe and Zeno, they are finally appointed as Universe 7's new angel and god of destruction? Now what will happen to Whis and Beerus after they are replaced? Hey guys, unfortunately we don't have much information about what happens to an angel and his god of destruction if they are replaced, but we do have some clues and signs. The first clue was when Zeno threatened to replace Beerus and Champa. Both will be very scared, as if they had received the news that they were going to die. After all, that alone justifies such amazement, because we can see that they don't like to destroy things very much. They do it out of sheer necessity or a whim, as if it were an obligation, so why would they worry so much about a replacement? This is at least strange, right? Second clue was when the angel Mirus was erased by Daishinkan and then resurrected again as a human. That is, with this we conclude that the Hakaishins die after being exchanged, and the angels return to being lowly humans. But what do you think of all this? The video is coming to an end. Don't forget to rate and comment if possible. Thank you very much for watching. A big hug to everyone, all the best always, and see you later. Bye.